Chapter 5. Leon ran alongside the girl, desperately racking his memory for the city's downtown layout. The action let out on Ash, but not far from Oak. The RPD street station was at least another 15 blocks west. Unless they could find transportation, they weren't going to make it. He was on his last clip, 4 rounds left, and from the sounds reverberating through the alley, there were dozens, maybe hundreds of the creatures at either end. As they reached the mouth of the alley, Leon held up his hand and slowly to a jog, scanning the dimly lit street. He couldn't see much, but from where they stood to the next street light, there were 11 or 12 of the creatures to the right, staggering and reeling their way through the stinking darkness. There was only 3 of them on the left, not far from. Hallelujah! There, Leon pointed at a squad car parked across the street. Feeling a flash of wild hope, there was no officers in sight. But that was too much to ask for. But the front doors were standing open, and the 3 moaning things that roamed nearby wouldn't reach it. Before he and the girl could even if there was no keys, there was a radio and the windshield was bulletproof. They could probably hold out against the walking corpses until help came. And it's the only chance we've got. Go! He hesitated just long enough to see the girl nod, her brown ponytail bobbing, and then there was sprinting for the black and white pavement, the pavement a blur beneath their feet. Leon kept the handgun half pointed towards the creatures closest to them. 50 feet away, he wanted to shoot to keep him from getting one step closer, but he couldn't afford to waste ammo. God, let there be keys! They reached for the car at the same time and split. The girl ran around to the passenger side, and Leon realized a new kind of horror, that she probably thought the car was his. He waited and for her to slam the door, but jumping behind the wheel, he waited behind the wheel. A small, deeply frightened part of him screaming that it was his first day as he yanked his own door shut. Prayer answered. The keys must be in the ignition. Leon dropped his magnum onto his lap and grabbed them, feeling that wild hope once again, like there were options besides dying. Buckle up, he said, barely hearing her assent as he turned the keys and the flashes came on. Ash Street and the creatures that stalked it were bathed in the blue and white swirls of the pallid colour, shadows changing forms of thickness. It was the vision of hell as he hit the gas, desperately to get away from it as fast as he could. Okay.